Welcome to the monastery, where you can walk amongst some secrets in the beautiful fall New England setting. I'll share more about the secrets in a bit. Today, we're working on this dirt-packed pathway that winds around this recreation area that's owned by the town of Cumberland. This used to be owned by monks, and we'll also learn a little bit about the secrets they've kept to this day. You see that branch? It tried to kill me. That just fell from a tree. There's always something so comforting about walking on a pathway with crunchy leaves under your feet. Just love the sounds. And there's a lot of trees here. Mostly they look like oak leaves, so we'll also be on the lookout for those killer acorns. Branch already tried to get me, but I survived. Just listen to the branches swaying in the wind, whistling through the leaves. It's so relaxing and peaceful here. I realize how much I've missed it. I haven't walked here in years.
I know you don't see anybody else on the path as I'm walking, but I did pass several groups of people, some people walking their dogs, other people just walking for exercise. I just didn't film them without their permission.
So as we're walking, let me share a little bit about the story and the brief history of this monastery. Back in 1900, this property was purchased by the Cistercian monks, also known as the Trappists, and they came here to escape from political unrest in France. They came from a place called Petit Clairvaux. The monks here lived a peaceful life according to the traditions of their order. They farmed and took care of their animals and lived a very simple life as befitting Cistercian monks. Now, the secrets that these grounds hold is that during the 1930s and the 1940s, famous people would come here. Hollywood stars, public figures, politicians. And they'd come here to rest. Was it a detox? I don't know. Were they hiding out from people? I don't know. And the problem is, we'll never know. I've searched. There's no records of who came here. There were rumors at the time, but nobody knows. So the monks kept those secrets, kept those people safe, gave them respite from the outside world, and gave them a place to relax and be here amongst the woods in Cumberland. I wonder who was here. Here's one of the additional paths that go off into the woods, and it does loop around down there. I've been down there many years ago, not recently though. This field was part of the property, and it's probably where they either farmed or had their animals. As you can see behind me, the pathway is pretty much hard-packed sand, and in this particular section I'm going right now is a downward slope, but it can get quite rutted and slippery if there's heavy rains. You also have to look out for the fallen leaves if it is wet, because they are extremely slippery. That pathway there goes out to the main road that drives around the library complex.
This is the daycare building, and that's the main loop that goes around the library. There's an easy access onto the pathway here.
A beautiful spot in the sunshine to rest. Several benches all around this pathway, so you can go from bench to bench and take a break. I'm having fun playing in the leaves. Coming to the end of the pathway into bright sunshine. We have Diamond Hill Road over there to the side, and you'll see in a moment the playground for the children that is fenced in with a wooden walkway bridge to go over the ravine. And here is the Veterans Memorial that was added many years after the monks left. Beautiful, peaceful, commemorative place to remember our veterans. And there's the Porter's Lodge, where guests would have been welcomed when they came here, even though we don't know who those guests are.
A devastating fire in 1950 destroyed a lot of the monastery, and the monks relocated to nearby Massachusetts. No monks died in the fire. Nobody died in the fire. And this display is in the library right as you walk in the entrance.
That's where the church used to be. Now, one of the best things about walking here at the monastery is that it's a smooth path. It's normally easy to navigate, and the best part, plenty of parking. And if the library is open, there's a bathroom inside. There's one on the first floor and there's one on the second floor. If not, once again, we have the woods. If Mother Nature calls, go into nature. I hope you enjoyed our tour around the monastery walk. The easy one, because there is another path that goes way out and around. But if you ever get to this part of New England in northeastern Rhode Island, this is Cumberland, please check it out, enjoy it, and maybe you can find out the secret of who actually stayed here back in the 30s and 40s. I'd love to know. Take care, and if you'd like to check out some other walkways in this area, check out this video over here. And if you want to learn about putting yourself forward, check that one out. Happy adventures. Today, we're walking on this dirt-packed